Good evening, my dear friends. Tonight I'm in my wagon, my home, with my dog and my cat. The dog's under the table and the cat is up on top of this cupboard. And I'm working on the resonator guitar again. I'm about to put the back of it back on. Back of it back on. English is a very funny language, isn't it? Hoping this glue's all right. It may have froze. The reason I'm in my living room as such tonight is because it's nice and warm in here. In fact, look at me, I'm shirt sleeved, and it's freezing outside. It's freezing everywhere. It's freezing in my workshop, freezing in the studio. So rather than heat everything else up, I've come in here and I'm working on my guitar, as I say. Can you see that? What I'm about to do? Hang on, I've got a bit of a mirror. Unfortunately, I've got the camera angle so that I can't actually see into the bit where you look. Yeah, it'd be nice if they had the camera, if they had that bit on the front, but they haven't. So all I'm doing is, what I've discovered is that I've got this part here has got to come back, so I've got to lift the neck up, lift that neck bit up just a fraction, so that the strings, the action as we call it, us guitar aficionados, us Luther, oh forget it. What do you call someone who makes guitars? A Luther? No, I can't remember. Something like that. Yeah, so I've got to put glue all round, and then I'm going to put this on, and I've got some little pins that I'm going to pin parts of the back on to try and get the strings. Basically, I want to drag this. I want this bit to be up like that, so I'm going to try and utilize the back with some pins to make it do that. Flipping hot in here. Sometimes I have to open the front door, to let some of the cold in, or to let some of the heat out, whatever it is. Anyway, I'll just continue doing this, and get back to you in a minute, because this is boring, this bit. Right, well I put glue all around it, quite thickly. I mean, a proper guitar maker would never do that. He'd never have it too thick. He would he'd be horrified if the glue could be seen after it's all put together, and you know, if you look through the sound hole and you could see the glue. A real guitar maker would not be very pleased with himself if he allowed that to happen. But I'm not a real guitar maker. I'm just a rustic old country boy. That's all I am. And now I'm going to, this is the bit where I've got to now put this back on. Oh, sorry, Mia. Mia's bed is under this table, and the table isn't normally here, but it's here because it's being used as a workbench today. So So I'm going to, oh, excuse me, I just needed some paper towel there because I'm quite a messy worker. Scoop some of these tacks out and I'll try and get this straight as I can. And I'm going to put these tacks in here to start with, and then I'm going to lift this bit up, lift the neck up so that that fits nicely, and then tack this, and hopefully that will hold it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. You won't want to watch me doing that because you'll see me hitting my thumb and you might hear some bad language. So I'll get back to you. I've put a few more pins in. I thought I might as well while I was doing it. I also looked up what you call a man who makes guitars, or a lady who makes guitars, let's be inclusive here. And the word is luthier. Luthier. I'm not a luthier. I'm also not a dentist, but look, I filled that gap in my teeth. Yeah, created my own dentistry. It's, I'll show you what it is. Excuse me, Nigel. Fuck off. There's no need for that, Nigel. I'm just reaching over. This is the stuff. I bought it off of Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. It's called Creadent, and you just, it was £16, and honestly it's £16 for nothing. You got it. Let me just put you there a minute. Put it on this little tripod. You get your instructions, and you get a bag. There's nothing else in there. You get this bag, and that bag is full of little beads, plastic beads. See them? And you, what you do is you have you have a glass of hot, very hot water, a glass of very cold water, about 15 of these little beads for one tooth. You can it'll only cover one tooth, and you melt the stuff in the hot water. Then you try to find it. It's very difficult to find after you've melted it, and you get it out with a teaspoon, pour the water away, and the plastic is all malleable, and you just mould it into shape, and you make yourself a tooth. You push it in there, spread it from the back. Now this is just in case you ever want to do it for yourself, not for me. You push it from the back and you get it so it fits over your teeth. This one isn't perfect, and it's very difficult to get it into the gap after you take it out again when it's suitable. Then you put it in the cold water and that hardens it, and then you're supposed to be able to just slip it in and out, as the actress said to the bishop. But it's quite difficult, and of course it's the wrong colour. When I first did it, it looked like a beacon glowing out of my mouth, but now it's a little bit not so bright because my teeth are not white. And then, you know, I'm an old bloke. My teeth have seen a lot of action. Anyway, I've done it and I feel better for it. But you can't sleep with it in, and you can't eat with it in or drink hot liquids, obviously. So, but I can make videos and not worry about having a gap. Although I was watching the news. Well, actually I was watching a thing on YouTube, GB News it was. And Tony Blair, the ex-Prime Minister, was on. And I noticed he's got a tooth missing at the bottom. I thought, well, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. But maybe I'm a bit more vain than he is. Anyway, I must get on. I'll get back to you. I'm just finishing off this guitar. I don't know what's happened there. We got a bit sidetracked. I've got the back on. I've got that bit of brass there. The back is on. I've now got to keep it flat somehow until it dries. I don't know whether to do it that way up. I think I might as well. I don't think it's going to move. And I've got this 14-pound sack weight or potato whale weight. I'll put that on there. And I've got a cobbler's last. These things like this sack weight and this cobbler's last are quite familiar to me from my childhood. And yet you probably think they're very ancient, but they're not. You'll find out quite soon how quickly time passes, how quickly your life passes. Oh, that's a bit morbid, isn't it? I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I've written a song. I'm still writing my song about it, which I've added a few more verses, and I think a few more verses to go, and then I'll be ready to sing it for you. Whether it would be on this this guitar, I don't know, but I've got my other guitar already waiting. That's about it. I've told you about the guitar. We've got that now. That's going to dry for 24 hours. Hopefully the neck, the action will stay just like that, because that's just about right for me. I haven't got the strings tight yet, obviously. I'll do that when it's all nice and dry. Hopefully that piece of brass will do the trick and that won't break anymore there. So that's about it. That's another video. The subscribers count is still going up. Thank you very much for everyone who's subscribing. Thanks for everyone who's been with me since the beginning. I mean, we couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it without you being there, could I? Because I would never have got noticed. But I'm very happy with the way things are going. That's about it. I don't know how many minutes this video will last for, but I'll say good night. Say good night, Nigel. I'll go off. There's no need for that, Nigel. These are my friends. Sorry about him. He's incorrigible. Oh look, I can smile. See you later. Bye. Bye.